Contrast again, and today, guys, I'm here to do another anime review, and my review is to Koyo to Yusho, episode 1, guys. So let's get into it. So, guys, Koyo Yusho is one of the new anime get out for this anime season, and it's about a futuristic world of Japan, set in, I think, somewhere in the year 2020s, because this is set in a. It's not like a futuristic lore, it's modern day-ish, you could say. But it's set somewhere around there because it's got a new lore. It's got a new lore in it, in this anime. Because right now, it's based on a realistic event that's going around in Japan right now. That some reason in Japan, for anybody who doesn't know, there's a low birth rate. There's a low birth rate going in Japan right now. Because of that means there's not many babies coming around. And this is what this anime is roughly based on, and what a possible future that could happen in Japan. And one of the possible future is that Japan might get a new law that once someone reaches 16, once they reach 16, they get arranged a marriage partner. They get a statement mentioning that they got arranged a marriage partner, so they can get married and of course have kids and stuff, so they can rise up the population. That's what this anime is based on, a possible future with that kind of law, that once they reach 16, they get a statement of who their marriage partner, so they can get who their marriage partner end up being. So that's what this anime is about, and that looks like love, unfortunately, is affected. Love is affected in this series. That looks like no matter what, if you're in love with someone, you have to marry the person that's on your statement. So it looks like love seems to have not very good power among this. So, and this is the thing. Our main character, Yukihira, he is in love with this girl called Misaka. And he's been in love with her for 5 years. Because, he'd been, staring at her and looking at her for a long time, until one point she forgot her eraser, and he decided to give half of his eraser to her. And since then, after she said thank you, he fell in love with her, and for 5 years, he's been staring at her, trying to figure a way to confess her love to her. But the problem is, he knows the law about, until once he reaches 16, arranged partner will be, once he reaches 16, he would get a statement to figure out what a arranged partner is, because of that, he had a very stressed feeling of ever trying to confess his love to her. And so, most of this episode, he's been encouraging himself to confess his love to Misaka. And to the end of the episode, near the end of the episode, he tells her to come meet him at the park at night. And finally, she does unfortunately arrive late than she should have done. She does end up coming, and Yukihira does end up confessing that I'm in love with you. And surprisingly, in fact, she's also said she's been in love with him as well for that long period as well, which is surprising. You don't even expect that. You expect the main character to be first up fucking dense. I believe he is still gonna be dense, but he's gonna be less dense compared to some other characters, some other main characters. But I'm surprised at confession scene, and actually it pulls through. The confession actually revealed that both Yukihira and Misaka are both in love with each other. But even after they confess each other and actually kiss, Yukihira gets a message of whose arranged partner is going to be. It actually does say Misaka on her, and her third name, her family name. But then it disappears. The message ends up disappearing. Then suddenly these people come here, the people who actually work with the government, because the government are the ones that arrange the marriages, bring a notice of who his marriage is going to be, and ends up saying a completely different person. I can't remember that person's name, but it ends up saying a completely different person. And of course of that, you know what drama ends up happening, and at the end, they see them both hugging each other. They feel like Yukihira now finally got a range of who his marriage person is going to end up marrying, is going to end up being. And the episode ends off with that. So, and the episode ends with the person who he ends up getting an arranged marriage with, because on her phone checking who her marriage person she's supposed to marry, and she said, "Nah, that's an unusual, strange name." She ends up saying that, which is okay. And the way it looks like she ends up being a tsundere. She ends up being a fucking tsundere from her attitude that she showed there. So we end up seeing a tsundere in this series. But yeah, but pretty much that's what this episode is, and this is how this anime about. My personal thoughts on the anime, it's actually quite interesting because, like I said, this is a possible future that could happen with Japan. Because, like I said, for people who don't know, low birth rate. There's a low birth rate going in Japan right now. So I could see this law could coming through. Because this is Japan we're talking about. So they do have some strange customs that I feel like, how the fuck are these allowed? Like, but yeah, but it's understandable why this law could go through, why love could not be superior anymore, and why they might get arranged these marriages. Because I remember correct, arranged marriages are legal in Japan. Arranged marriages are legal in Japan, so I can see why this law could go through, why they might get forced to be arranged to marriage by people the government believe they should marry. So I understand why this might come through, because again, low birth rate, there's hardly any children getting born anymore in Japan. Plus also, morals, just morals in general. So I understand why this law could go through. But overall, what I think anime, I believe this anime is gonna be fucking good. Because as you guys know, I love my romance anime. I love my drama anime. I love it it's combined together, my slice of life. Romance, drama, anime, and I believe this is going to be a very good series, because it's touching a subject that not many people are talking about, which they should be fucking talking about, because it's a serious topic that I believe people should be talking about, and I'm glad this anime is doing that. But overall, I believe this anime is doing good, and yeah, animation quality, the animation look gorgeous, the art style and the animation look fucking gorgeous. And I felt a lot of emotions during that. All that emotion. Especially the reveal that who the person Yukihira supposed to marry. And the reaction both to he and Mitsuka were feeling at that point. And I feel so bad for them. They're both in love with each other. But now, because of this law. So now we know what this anime is going to go through. And we definitely know how much feels we can have through this series. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Anyway, guys, that's my anime review to Kyoru to Yusho episode 1. Hope you guys like to make a channel fan. Stay if you guys have a mouse down below. My shit, and yeah. Hope you guys like it. Come on, subscribe, and I'll see you guys there. Bye, guys. Wow.